Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video we will make a nice study about women in Islam. We did talk before about women getting beaten in Islam, and we see a lot of Muslims in YouTube saying, come on, that's not true. The Prophet, he told us to beat them lightly and to use miswak. By the way, miswak is a very harmful root of a plant. Those roots is the same one they use to beat the camel. They will tell you the miswak is a half-inch tall. We clean our teeth with it. This is a false. The miswak is the name of the root, as a long root. Now you see it in the market, very small one, because every Muslim trying to do what the Prophet used to do, buying it and using it, but it's very harmful root, and it's why they use it to beat the animals. And it does not really come as 2-inch. This is after cutting it off pieces. It's a long root, very flexible, very harmful. So they were beating them with the same thing they beat animals with. When they go with their animals, he have the miswak in his hand. It's a long root. The end of the root, he play with his teeth with it, and he clean his teeth supposedly. But it's the same stick they beat animals with. It's very harmful. Now in this hadith, we will see many things important to us. And I advise women to watch this movie and study, or the video, study with me what I'm reading for you. And if I don't make sense to you, don't believe it. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is their Islamic website, not my website. And this is their translation. And by the way, as always I say, I don't approve any Islamic translation. All of it, it's a bunch of lie. But you know what? We will use their lies to prove how liar they are. No problem. In the book of Al-Libas, the book of address, hadith number 5447. This is a man, he divorced his wife. Her name, this woman, after she got divorced, she did marry a man. His name is Abdul Rahman. And one day this woman, she came to Aisha wearing a green veil, complained to her, to who? To Aisha. And she said, complained about her husband, and showed her a green spot in her skin caused by beating. You see, some Muslims try to play games with you, say the Quran did not say, the Quran says beating as beaten by violence. Okay, we will see now what the Quran is saying. By beating. Until now we are not reading from Quran, by the way, this is the hadith. And she's saying it was the habit of ladies to support each other. So when Allah Apostle came, Aisha, she said, I have not seen any women suffering as much as a believing women. So in here, Aisha, she is making a statement, very clear statement, that the much suffering women is the believing women, which mean the Muslim women. Why the Muslim women suffering too much? This is a clear evidence that the Muslim women, they are the ones getting beaten, not the others. Because what believing women have to do with getting more beating and suffering? Believing women should be more happy, because Islam supposedly, as Muslims claim, teach justice, and Muslims, there will be justice with their wives. Suddenly the most suffering women is the one who they are believing women. Why? As you see, because they are getting beaten. She's saying, continue, look, her skin is greener than her clothes. And this is what answer the lies of Muslims about men. They can beat their wives lightly. Greener than her clothes is lightly for them. So what is heavy beating mean? Breaking her bones? Maybe. When Abdul Rahman heard that his wife had gone to the Prophet, he came with his 2 sons from another wife. And I want you in here, please, to underline this. So he came with 2 sons from another wife. She said, by Allah, I have done no wrong to him, but he is impotent and is as useless to me as this. So this woman, she is complaining that her husband not only beaten her, he cannot perform his marriage, he cannot have sex with her, holding and showing the fringe of her garment. Abdul Rahman said, by Allah, O Allah Apostle, he is swearing, she told a lie. I am very strong and can satisfy her, but she is disobedient and want to go back to Rif'a. So he's accusing her that she want to go back to the ex-husband. Allah Apostle, look at this conversation, guys. So the husband is accusing this woman that she is making a lie, so maybe she will get divorced so she can go back to the man who divorced her. His name is Rafa. Allah Apostle said to her, if that is your intention, you know that it is unlawful for you to remarry Rafa unless Abdul Rahman have intercourse with you. And this is actually proof that this guy is lying, because this woman, she knew already that she cannot get back to her husband until she proved that this man, he have intercourse with her. So when she say he cannot have intercourse, it means she is proving that she cannot get married back to her ex-husband. So this man lie is very clear, because she will not get the benefit of going back to her husband or the ex-husband, because as long this man he did not do intercourse with this woman, she cannot get back to him. And this is one of the funny rules in Islam. If a man he divorced his wife 3 times, she cannot get back to him unless she go and marry someone, and he have to test her juice, and she have to test her juice. This is what the hadith says. So Muhammad saying, you know that you will not be lawful unless you have sex with the current husband, then you can get back to your husband. And in here we will see something very important. This man, he is forcing his wife to stay with him. This woman, she don't want to stay with this man. She is using as an excuse, saying he cannot have sex. Muhammad, he accepts this man argument, but in the same time he is not showing us that he is smart. Because if he knew and she knew that she cannot get back to her ex-husband unless this guy have intercourse with her, and she is saying loudly he did not, it means she is unlawful for her ex-husband. So the plan is not working good for her, and she cannot use such an excuse to get divorced, to get married again from the same husband. So this was a lie made by the husband accusing her, because she cannot get the benefit if she got divorced right now without him having intercourse. Now the Prophet, he is continue his investigation. The Prophet saw 2 boys with Abdul Rahman. In the Arabic, I believe it says 2 sons, as you see in the top. It does not say 2 boys really, but the Muslims translate as they want from Arabic to English. So when this man he came with his 2 sons, Muhammad, he saw those 2 sons, and he said, are these your sons? On that Abdul Rahman said, yes. The Prophet said, you claim what you claim. He's talking to the women, right? i.e. that he is important, but by Allah these boys resemble him as a crew. Resembles a crew. Look how smart the Prophet is. He is proving to her that he can have sex because he have kids already, and they resemble him. But the fact, the hadith itself saying that those kids are kids from different wife. So how you know that he is having sex with her? They are not even her kids. And how you explain that this woman, she could not get kids from him until now? If he can have kids from other women, how come she cannot give him kids? And why she is making a lie if it's not true? And you know what? Let us assume she is a liar. Let us assume that. But this is mean that this woman, she clearly don't want to be with this husband. Why you want to force her to stay with this husband if she don't want to be with him? This is proving to us that Islam not only give the man the full control of everything, even she have no right to ask for divorce. It is in the hand of man to do so or not. As you see, she don't want to be with him. The whole idea of this story, this woman, she don't want to stay with this husband. Her excuse was he cannot have intercourse. But you know what? If this is true, what she is saying or not, isn't it her right to leave him? Why Muhammad is holding her in the bed of this man when she don't want him, regardless if she is lying or not? So Islam is forcing the woman even to stay in her marriage until His Majesty, the man, he divorced her. In here we see another thing in the top of this. The Prophet, he did not complain for this man beating his wife until he made her skin greener than her clothes. If it's not allowed for a Muslim to do such a thing, why the Prophet, he did not take the side of the women, at least in this point? We will see that the Prophet taking the side of the man only. And this is a proof, another thing, that the man, he have full control. He can beat the hell off you until he can make your skin greener. But please don't break her bones. Follow with me. Islam is false. Christ is Lord. Amen.